Welcome to your Daily Writing Habit, episode number 782. If you are writing a book or thinking about it, or maybe you've started writing your book but you need some help getting it done, or perhaps you're at the stage where you need help reaching more readers to let them know about your book, you are in the right place. Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh. If you're looking for me online, look for Christine Inc., like that stuff we write with. Each day, I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 19 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that 3 things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they can turn someone who doesn't even really see themselves as a writer into a published book author. Those 3 things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. And once again, good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. As we do every Sunday here on the show, it is Sunday Story Time, where I grab a book off my shelf, whether it's one of my own books or a client book or a book that has positively impacted me in some way. I read you an excerpt from that book and then pose some sort of learning question that you can apply to your own writing or your life as an author. And today's book is a book I'm reading now, excellent book, highly recommend, called The War of Art, Break Through the Blocks and Win Your Inner Creative Battles by Steven Pressfield. Very famous book here. So I'm going to read an excerpt from Mr. Pressfield's book here. And it's called Resistance is Most Powerful at the Finish Line. Odysseus almost got home years before his actual homecoming. Ithaca was in sight, close enough that the sailors could see the smoke of their family's fires on shore. Odysseus was so certain he was safe, he actually lay down for a snooze. It was then that his men, believing there was gold in an ox-hide sack among their commander's possessions, snatched this prize and cut it open. The bag contained the adverse winds, which King Aeolus had bottled up for Odysseus when the wanderer had touched earlier at his blessed isle. The winds burst forth now in one mad blow, driving Odysseus's ships back across every league of ocean they had with such difficulty traversed, making him endure further trials and sufferings before, at last and alone, he reached home for good. The danger is greatest when the finish line is in sight. At this point, resistance knows we're about to beat it. It hits the panic button. It marshals one last assault and slams us with everything it's got. The professional must be alert for this counterattack. Be wary at the end. Don't open that bag of wind. That again was an excerpt from an excellent book, highly recommend, called The War of Art by Steven Pressfield. And my question for you, can you think of a project or projects, they don't necessarily have to be writing ones, that was once important to you, but for whatever reason, you never finished? It never got done. Looking back with an honest author-observer eye, what was the real reason it didn't get done? And keeping in mind Mr. Pressfield's lesson about that resistance at the end. Maybe it was something that happened at the finish line. Reasons and rationalizations and excuses and justifications and all the things that keep us from getting things done. So rather than going into it more, just again, highly recommend the book, The War of Art. He has a whole section on resistance, the thing that gets in the way between us and our writing goals. So highly recommend this book. Thank you for joining me here on Your Daily Writing Habit, where I am helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. And please drop by my Inc. Authors group on Facebook and let us know what your writing goals are and how resistance shows up for you in your writing process. Let's all support each other in Inc. Authors on Facebook. And if you could go ahead and subscribe and follow to Your Daily Writing Habit, wherever you happen to be listening to it, and leave a review, I would greatly appreciate it. Until tomorrow, happy writing.